Hey guys, give me a sec. I'm just making sure everything is up here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm up. I see myself. All right, guys. Hey, I just want to welcome you to this 5 Minute Friday. I'm running a little late. I was out there working on a fence, and here, let me share my PowerPoint. Hopefully, I think, yeah, looks like you guys can see it. See if this is coming up here. Give me a sec. All right, I just want to welcome you to this 5 Minute Friday, and today we're going to actually talk about zombie foreclosures and what's happening now. This was just in relation to an article that I actually came across last week, and I thought it you'd find it interesting if you're investing in mortgage notes or just real estate in general. I use this as a way to gauge the area to reach out to banks and things like that. So with that, I'll go ahead and I'll get into it. So with this, I usually like to start with the stats. So in regards to the zombie foreclosure, so in Q2 2025, zombie foreclosures, these are homes that are abandoned before foreclosure actually completed, rose to 7,329, accounting for a 3.3% increase in properties in the foreclosure process. This is an increase from previously from 2.9% during the same period last year. And once again, I know I always say this, but I just want to make sure that I say it again. I am not a financial planner or CPA. This video is for educational purposes only. Please consult a qualified professional for advice. This is just what I do in my business. So you can just take what I say, take what other people say, and just always consult your financial planner or CPA or attorney um, to make sure your best interest is covered. So with that, so what are zombie foreclosures? So these are homes left vacant during the foreclosure process. They're still legally owned by the borrower, and it's often a sign of deeper loan trouble. So recent trends, Q2 of 2025, 7,329 zombie foreclosure happens. Like I said, with the initial stat, it was up from 7,094 in Q1. In the Midwest and South are seeing the biggest spikes. So the top 5 states by increase: Missouri had an increase of 85%, Michigan 51%, South Carolina 31%, Indiana 28%, Kansas 26%. So what's actually driving this? High inflation and mortgage rates greater than 7%. I know they're talking about lowering it. So when they do that, it definitely should help a little bit. But if somebody's lost a job, or they have medical expenses, or something happened, divorce, um, that's outside of like the inflation and also the mortgage rates. So those things do have a impact on people like that. And then also there's a lengthy foreclosure process with this, and then also economics challenges in the affected region. So why does this actually matter? Vacant homes hurt neighborhoods, and it has an opportunity to buy non-performing notes at a discount, and it's suitable for investors with strong due diligence. So you can use this data to target banks, and this is what I typically do. I focus on banks with large portfolios in the affected states. So zombie foreclosures equal banks holding non-performing assets, and then you can look for community banks or credit unions under pressure to offload these non-performing assets. And this is typically what I like to say to a bank when I call them up. I usually reach out to like the special asset manager, the chief financial officer, the whole loan trader, somebody that's handling their special assets in their department, not the REOs. Once it's an REO, the bank owns it. You're looking pre-REO, so you're looking for these non-performing notes. And I typically say I buy non-performing mortgages. I buy for my own portfolio, and I'm not a broker. And basically, I'm just calling to see what you have on your books that you're looking to move this quarter or next. I always ask about loans that are 90% days delinquent in these high zombie areas. So it's a way to get in to the banks, more specifically, not for that property that you may be calling about. Oops, sorry, I dropped my mic. Not that you would be interested. I mean, you may, but what I like to do is when I'm calling them, I like to use that property as an in to talk to the special assets manager to see what other assets they possibly have for sale. So some final thoughts on this. Zombie trends equals it's a signal. It's not noise. If you're looking for it, smart investors look for these signals, and and you can use these to reach out to these banks to help them and also help the borrower, because if they did abandon the property, chances are you're not going to be able to really work anything out with them. But if they're still there, you could do a loan modification, and that's why I love these non-performing notes. And again, final thought: smart investors pay attention early. So that's really it. I don't know if you guys had any questions. If you do, go ahead and just drop them in the chat. And if you found this helpful, please tap follow, and I'll break down more strategies next week. If you like to get a hold of me, you can reach me at larry@ljhinvestments.com, or you can call me 513-301-1468, or you can schedule a time that's convenient for you to schedule a 30-minute call. You can talk with larryhoffman.com. Just set up a 30-minute. That goes to a Calendarly link that you can just reach out to me, and then that way we can just set something up that's more convenient for you. Private money, and that's an option that I use. Is I use other people's money to buy these non-performing notes, and you can get them relatively cheap. I mean, you can use other people's money to actually buy them as well. Is another session on finding these, or going over how to use other people's money to finance these notes. Let's see. I think that's all. I think there's all the questions. Awesome. All right.